I had to ride the bus to school, right? And the dudes, and I went to Whaley. So when I get off the bus, automatically the dudes that went to Whaley like, man, you ride the bus. You must be a Crip. I ride the bus. I must be a Crip. I'm scratching my head on that one.
See, that was back in 68, 69. What?
That was a long time ago, at least 70, 71, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm trying to, you know, get my head around this thing. I ride the bus. I live over there, but I go to school at Whaley. So I ride the bus, get off the bus. I'm a Crip. So eventually that kind of took hold because these people everybody was saying that. At this point, I see Tookie, I see Godfather, Monkey Man, Killer Carl, and I see my homeboy Doug, Hercules.
Or the Tanner by then.
I was in the Tanner by then. And I see them all in Oaks Park, right? At this time, I'm playing Little League Baseball. And I see them over in the corner, Tookie, and I always like giving description because, like I say, it's theater of the mind. Tookie, Ace Deuce, pulled down tightly, earring, matches going around, one strap, overalls, leaning down, combat boots, and on super swole.
Yeah.
I can't help but to focus on this individual because he's over there, he got a movement, and you can tell that he in charge just by his language, his body movement. So when I see all this, I start taking it in, you know what I mean? Like, man, well, maybe this is what they were talking about when I go to school.
This is what it's supposed to be.
This is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Either you with it or you
So I was being indoctrinated. My point is I was being indoctrinated from that mindset or from that moment by the images and everything I was taking in and what these people were saying. And then I kind of just put it together. You know what I mean? Because you in this environment and you seeing a paradigm shift. People are moving differently from 68, 69 because we saw the Black Panthers. They was feeding us and they was, you know, giving us lessons and trying to teach us self-defense and how to represent ourselves when white police pull up and try to talk to us about certain things. You know what I mean? So we was given those instructions back then during the 60s. But then you get to school that's not necessarily setting in your community, but you got to go out because I lived in Santana, so Whaley was at least 2 or 3 miles, if not further, from where I lived.
Whaley was over there what?
Gibson and Rosecrans.
Right there.
But you got to pass Atlantic right there.
Right there.
No disrespect. Let's keep it Carver Park.
Okay.
What'd he say?
No disrespect. Let's keep it Carver Park. That's what we're here for.
Oh! You trying to change this up?
No, but he know I get carried away. He know I get carried away. He knows that.
What's on the menu, man?
I don't know. I'll let him go, but I want to know about y'all early relationship with 11-8 East Coast. Or they wasn't even East Coast yet, but 11-8.
That was East Side.
Yeah, Blocc Crips. And then Mona, Corner Pocket, and Front Hood. Can you talk about that?
Well, basically, my brother Felton and Roy, Zhang, and all of them, they had ties with Lil James over there. And like I say, half pint then was the Baby Crips over there. They had already formulated their little thing. So basically, when they brought us into the fold as Baby Crips, you understand me? We all had a hell of a relationship as far as understanding who we stood for, who we were. Because you had some bad niggas over there, but we had some real tough niggas over here. My brother Felton was always over there, and him, Roy, all of them was. They was like a pack of because he had Mama Crip over there, and I mean they used to go to them Tom Cross record house at Campanella, and
at St.
Albert's Church. They used to do all that over there. They used to travel out. We used to always couldn't go, but then again we used to wind up walking to the goddamn Campanella Park, and it wasn't ever, and we had to walk back home. So once we walking back home, nigga, we just started shit all the way back home. That's how we got our little reputation as Baby Crips. We used to, niggas, wherever we walked to, we did it like that. But Felton, Roy, and Zane, Lil James, all them was as one. They was all. I mean, they knew each other from Blocc. They knew each other from Gompers with Suga Bear. Because we used to go to the dance.
That's another thing I wanted to ask about Suga Bear. What was his relationship with you guys?
Suga Bear was like a brother to us.
What Suga Bear is it?
Dancing Suga Bear.
Dancing Bear. He was like a brother. That was that.
First Crip walking.
That was my. He was like a brother to us, man. Regardless to where he said he was from, but he used to always claim Compton. You know what I'm saying? He claimed Compton. He claimed Carver. So Bear was like a brother to us, you know. Other than that, it was all good. Our relationship was pretty cool.
So y'all was tight with Mona and
Man, Mona Park was like, Mona Park. When I went to Bunch, man, when they sent us from here all the way around to Davis and everywhere else, when I went to Bunch, man, we ran across a lot of. Actually, I did. Like Lionel Whiteside, Dinosaur, Mark Thomas, the Melicons. We met different people because we never did travel out the realm of this right here from past Wilmington. But when we went across the Willowbrook tracks, I met a whole different breed of people. See, mine was always here. Boom, boom, boom. I traveled. I met different people everywhere I went. Everybody had their own little bad crew. Dinosaur them was going to Centennial. My brother Felton and all, Roy and all them was going to Centennial. So they already knew them. But we was going to Willowbrook.
So was Melvin Dinosaur or Alvin?
No, Melvin was Dinosaur.
Okay. Just want to clear that.
Alvin was Alvin.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Melvin was Dinosaur. Alvin was Alvin. But when I went to Bunch, it was like I met all kind of other people. They already knew them because see, I grew up in Carver and in Willowbrook. And when Willowbrook burned down, they sent me to Bunch. So when I went over there, I took my whole little crew over there with me. Cool Breeze. A couple of other my little buddies went over there with me, and we used to have to walk to school every day through Mona Park. Like I said, I like to gamble. One day we gambling like a motherfucker, and shit, Lionel lost his money. You understand me? And he tried to take his money back. It wasn't gonna happen. You understand me? So when we was in that squad, his brother and them broke us up. Alvin broke us up. Alvin broke us up. He said, man, no, you can't do that, man. That's Felton, brother. You know what I'm saying? I went on to school. Next day, this nigga heard about me fighting in the park. Shit, him, Roy, and everybody else came over there to the motherfucking park. Mona Park. I mean, everybody came on the motherfucker. They said, man, everything cool. So at that time, everything just backed up from us. We became like family, you know, because my cousin Larry Williams and them stayed over there. My uncle and them stayed over there. So, you know, we used to go over there all the time, but we used to be on 118th Street. You know what I'm saying? We never was all the way in the park. You know, so we never traveled in the park over there. Only time we traveled in that park was to go to school. So that's how that relationship was. But my brother and them, they all got together at Centennial. By the time we made it to Centennial, oh man, it was all hell broke loose. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you had Pyrus over there, you had West Side over there. I mean, so you had your blood gangs over there, and you had Mona, Carver, and Front. So we had what you might call we had a squad. We had a squad, so we wasn't worried about nothing too much. You know, and that was just at a young age.
Did you guys have a relationship with LaSalle as well?
Man, that was my nigga. That was my nigga. I mean, you know something, like I said, when I grew up with real motherfuckers. I grew up with some real ones. Man. And I ain't mad to say that.
Okay.
You know, I grew up with some real ones, man. Because no matter how we looked at life, nigga, shit, if we had a problem, they helped us out.
That's how we did. That's how it went. I mean, that was automatic. Because I remember.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. Front, Carver, Mona, everybody was like this. I mean, you could,
Corner pocket.
Man, everybody was like this. You understand me? So basically, you couldn't break that apart.